Good Sunday morning, everyone, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. Thank you all for waking up with us on Virginia Today. I'm Duke Carter. We want to make sure you're fully prepared when you head out the door this morning. So we're going to check in with our meteorologist, our model, our beautiful, beautiful model, who's going to tell us the day is going to be pretty much warm since it is winter. Ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about that, yes.
Yeah, it's going to be warm, but we're also dealing with some early morning showers. So we're going to continue to see these as we have a look at our new Institute Skycam out in Martinsville, basically showing the picture that all of us are seeing early on this morning. Cloudy skies with some light rain, also some pockets of some heavy rain. Also dealing with a little bit of patchy fog out there because our dew point is very, very close to our temperature. So almost the entire column of the atmosphere is saturated. That's why we're seeing rain. That's also why we're seeing fog. Across the board, temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s. As we have a look at the regional satellite, there is this big streamline of moisture building through parts of the mid-Atlantic and through parts of the southeast. We're dealing with some light rain here in Roanoke, but if we look over towards the NRV and for parts of Southside, dealing with some heavier pockets of rain. As we go throughout our Super Bowl Sunday, by 10 a.m., a lot of the moisture starts to push off to the east, but there still is a chance to see a couple lingering showers into this evening, but mostly cloudy skies take over just in time for kickoff for Super Bowl Sunday. So by 6 p.m., by kickoff, we're dealing with cloudy skies. Then we turn a little bit overcast, and then there is a chance for some lingering showers. A reminder, today's game is actually indoors in Las Vegas, so conditions should be fine for kickoff at 6:30 tonight. Duke.
All right, Parker, thank you. Roanoke City Circuit Court Judge and former 11th District Delegate Ansley Ware has passed away at 70. He was the first African-American judge for the 23rd Judicial District Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. Many people, such as Roanoke City Councilman Joe Cobb, Congressman Morgan Griffith, and Delegate Sam Razul have shared their condolences on social media. Other details are limited at this time, but we are working for you to learn more about this developing story, and of course, we'll keep you posted on air and online at WSLS.com. A man awaits his sentencing following a deadly shooting in Lynchburg. Police say it happened around 3:30 Friday afternoon when officers responded to Morrison Street on a shots fired call. We're told officers found 62-year-old Carol Mack at the scene, and they say Mack unfortunately passed away at the hospital. As a result of the investigation, police have arrested 34-year-old Dabney Thomas Jr. Now, Thomas is facing several charges, including second-degree murder. A large amount of illegal drugs are off the streets in Allegheny County, and we're told a task force recently seized meth, cocaine, marijuana, and other items seen here on your screen right now. The suspects, who are facing various charges from drug distribution to child endangerment, are currently awaiting trial. Their names have not yet been released. Pedestrian safety is a serious problem across Virginia and has been for decades. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett explains the growing concerns with these incidents on the rise in recent years.
A troubling trend on the road. Whether it's in Roanoke or Richmond, pedestrian fatalities are far too common across the Commonwealth. According to the most recent data from the DMV, more than 1,400 pedestrian-related crashes happened in 2022. Of those, 172 were deadly. That's up 37% from the year before.
This is a serious problem.
AAA spokesperson Morgan Dean says a lot of these crashes are preventable. He says they happen when drivers don't put their cell phones down while driving, among other factors.
Drivers out there engaged in speeding, aggressive driving, they weren't wearing their seatbelts, and they were driving impaired.
To help prevent a deadly crash, he says people should avoid these bad habits and distractions while behind the wheel. Dean says pedestrians can take extra precautions too. He urges people to be visible. Whether it's wearing bright lights or bright clothing, make eye contact with drivers before crossing the road, and remember to always look both ways.
Doing every single thing that you can to be safe out there.
I'm Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.
The Downtown Roanoke Ambassador Program is fighting to stick around once funding runs out in September. The group works to keep downtown clean and friendly for people who work and play there. The 8-person team and equipment currently costs more than $500,000 to run annually, and it's largely funded by Visit Virginia's Blue Ridge, Downtown Roanoke Inc., and ARPA funding from the city.
I think it's extremely crucial. I think anyone who has a chance to come into play with keeping this program ongoing it's a no-brainer.
There are people from different backgrounds who work with the Ambassador Program. For example, there is an outreach specialist, is 5 years sober, and a licensed social worker. They both use their story to bridge gaps with people experiencing homelessness. One local city wants to address affordable housing through a new program called the Pine Hall Housing Rehabilitation Project. Martinsville leaders are seeking 3 homeowners to take part in that program. They've already done some work on homes thanks to state funding received a few years ago, but now they need more participants. They need you all. So to qualify, you do need to become income eligible by earning 80% or less below the area median income.
Utilizing these grants, we're able to rehabilitate and stabilize older homes for homeowners who are able to stay in their house and age in their house, can live there, and pass the house on to future owners.
City leaders have until December to complete the project. 3 local communities are getting help from the Commonwealth to help restore brownfield sites. The Danville Industrial Development Authority was awarded $500,000 for the former Masonic Temple. The town of Floyd received more than $260,000 for West End commercial properties, while Martinsville got almost $190,000 for the old BB&T building uptown. Now, brownfield typically refers to land that's abandoned or underused due to hazardous materials or environmental issues. The biannual Big Lick Comic-Con wraps up this weekend, and some big stars got some major honors in the Star City. Roanoke City Sheriff Antonio Hash recognized the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, with an honor at the Comic-Con due to his work with law enforcement.
We give to you today this certificate, this challenge coin, and one of our local patches just to say thank you again for what you do throughout all this world. Appreciate your heart.
One more time, my friends, please. Awesome.
Now, we caught up with the big star who was signing and taking pictures about his time, and we caught up about his time here in Roanoke at the Big Lick Comic-Con. Take a listen.
Great. I've never been here before. It's exciting. The people here are fantastic. I'm having a great time. I just feel like, whoa, like back to Comic-Con. I would say the fact that how much children love the Hulk. Like, for example, I'll be in the makeup on the set. Kids would see me. They run away. Then they come back. They look at me. They say, I love you, Hulk.
Ferrigno is one of several stars at the Big Lick Comic-Con. There were other big stars there, including the original Pink Power Ranger, Amy Jo Johnson, Jim Cummings, Chandler Riggs, Scott Steiner, and still so many others. And if you would like to go and check out the Big Lick Comic-Con, again, it wraps up this weekend. The doors, though, they open at 11 this morning. All right, folks, still ahead, making